Hello everyone, and welcome back to finally another video. I haven't recorded in so long, but today I was feeling in the mood to make a video, so I thought I would. I haven't made a video in ages. No, really, not an excuse why. I've been streaming a little bit here and there, but I've just been on the down low with the online stuff at the moment. I've just kind of been flying, just to fly, really. I haven't been bothered to make a video, but I was in the mood today to make a video, put one up on the channel, so that's what I am going to do. Today's flight is a flight that we've not done yet. Well, there's not been seen on, well, I've never done it in Flight Sim, and obviously then it's never been up on my channel. But today's flight is going to be UAE35, so we're in Emirates, the 777-300, and UAE35 is down on the ground at Dubai, and we're going to Newcastle. I'm not sure how new this flight is. I'm assuming it's fairly new because I've never seen it before, but it just popped up that it was a flight that was happening in a bit. Well, it takes off actually. The current time in it, GMT time, is 11:55. This flight departs at 12:30, so we're gonna be kind of there or thereabouts. So today's flight is going to be around 7 hours and 5 minutes long, going to Newcastle. Obviously, as I never flew into Newcastle before, I've only just got the scenery for it, so it's going to be an interesting landing, interesting arrival, seeing how I cope with it. But obviously we flew out of Dubai plenty of times, and we know what the departure out here is like. It is incredible. Also, we are using, as you can see just off to the left there's another wing, we are using AI traffic, so hopefully we will get some cool little flights along the side of us as well. But it's asking me to close the entry now because the catering is finished with GSX, so let's go ahead and jump back into the cockpit. And, facing the wrong way. And let's get underway with planning everything here. So what we'll do quickly is just close these doors to make GSX be quiet, and we will jump, in fact no we won't, we will go onto the overhead panel first of all, just zoom out a bit, and we'll put the ADIRU on, flick all of these on, but we won't turn them on just yet. Go back into the virtual cockpit, wait for this to load up. While it's doing that, actually we can just go to the menu. In fact, while we're doing that, we can put the fuel in. If I can find the right page, F section is fuel. So today we're taking 65,424 kilos of fuel. So we're going to take 65,450 just to make it easier for ourselves. Return. Now payload, we are taking 8 business, 8 first, 42 business, and 300 economy. So it's near enough a full flight. The cargo is fine, we're not going to bother with the cargo. So on to here then, we're going to go back to the menu, FMC, to drag it into the middle a little bit. So we're going to take the top, put it in the bottom, that's all good. Obviously we're OMDB there, and we're actually at gate. We're at Bravo 19, so Bravo 19 in the gate. Route. So we're doing, we're doing OMDB DB, and we're going to EGNT. So I can go into the company route. And while that's loading, we will request, oh crap, wrong one. Abort pushback. We will request boarding, obviously with Emirates. Requesting the company route. Sent off the request, so we're just waiting for it now. Okay, And we're going to load it. Okay, so we are, there we go. So we're taking off from 30 left. Put that in there, and our fleet number is UAE35. Put that in there, activate and execute that. So before we go further, we're just going to set up the departure. So we're departing on 3 out, and we are using the Dart A3F departure. So you can execute that. Go back onto this thing. So here's our paraffin. So we're cruising at 340 today. Zero fuel weight is 219.8 tons. It's quite heavy. They want me to open the doors, so we'll quickly go onto here. What door do they want me to open? Left entry 2. Okay. So as you can hear that boarding in the background, there's Charisma Killer Online. Takeoff, flaps 5 of central gravity of 4.5 and a V2 of 178. Find that. There we go. So we'll put the flight directors on. We will not queue up. We're not on VATSIM or anything like that. So we're just going to go straight up to cruise out of Dubai. Usually you hold at 7,000 feet, I think. I think it's around 7,000, but we're just going to go straight up. We'll put the terrain radar on, even though there's no terrain. Traffic. Flip U, and we're at 1004 in the good old ding dong. We'll set you squawk box to 2200. Make sure we've got some traffic. And we'll put in Unicon, even though we're not on VATSIM. Doesn't really matter. 122.8. TCAS is all good, which is nice. Hello. What I'm going to do now is actually start the clock from boarding to the runway, just to see how long it takes us. Yeah, they average around 15 minutes, I think, from boarding to runway. That's what they try to do, so we will try that as well. That's pretty much it. See if we can. There's the traffic, as you can see. You can see 2 departing aircraft here. We've also got an aircraft up in finals. All Emirates. There are other airliners here. He's not Emirates there. The other aircraft that are not Emirates are down this end. And if we flip right around, back in the building and see, there's the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. Yeah. There's a dog barking in the background, sorry if you can hear that. So winds for the flight are all looking good. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with them. Sorry about that. I didn't want that to come up, but it did. There's going to be something else pop up on the screen now. Yep, of course, because it's loading up our airline, virtual airline thing. Because we are flying on the virtual airline. Obviously. Just waiting for them to finish boarding, and then we can actually get ready to push back and depart. Okay, that's nice and loud for us. Jesus. Sorry, this isn't going well. There's a dog barking outside as well. Great. Oh, the joys of filming, making videos. next door's dog is barking like crazy. Thank you. Should we pop outside and have a look at how the boarding's going anyway? Oh look, there's the departing aircraft. Pretty cool. So today's flight, I forgot to say, it's obviously going to be all the setup. It's going to be the departure. It's going to be a little bit in cruise. You're going to get little different bits in the cruise. Then it's going to be the arrival, the descent, well the descent, then the arrival, then the deboarding. It's going to be a full video. It's going to be around an hour long. So to save our time and all that, I'm going to cut this now, and I'll see you when we're ready to push back and start. Okay guys, so that is the boarding finished. We're just finishing off with this little guy down here. He's just getting rid of his luggage loader. So now we're going to prepare for pushback and departure. So do you want to start the engines before the pushback? No, we do not. So we're going to jump in now to the cockpit and get ready for the pushback. He's going to ask us to remove the ground connections, so we'll just quickly do that before he asks us to. And let's get the yoke up on the table. Obviously I put the yoke out of the way, but we can put it up now. Sorry about the noise a little bit there. We'll just quickly turn the LNAV and the VNAV on as well. And we will turn our parking brake to RTO. So we've just now got to wait for big boys to say that we can push back. So quickly while we're waiting for that, we'll just go onto the lower panel. We can turn on the hydraulics and the fuel pumps. That's all good. Turn the seatbelt signs on quickly. And that's all we need, I believe, for now. So release the parking brake. All engines clear. Start well. So obviously we start the right engine first. And now we get our ACAR's nice little ding dong telling us about the Emirates aircraft.
Your tray table, footrest and personal video screen should be folded away, and your seat should be in the upright position. The baggage should now be securely stowed in the overhead lockers, or under the seat in front of you. Please fasten your seatbelt whenever the seatbelt symbol is illuminated. Adjust the belt by pulling the strap and lift the metal flap to unfasten your belt. If you wish to sleep during the flight, please fasten the seatbelt over your blanket so that we will not have to disturb you. For safety reasons, it's forbidden to use any portable electronic devices during taxi, takeoff or landing. Mobile telephones and other radio equipment must remain switched off until you are told it is safe to use them by your cabin crew. Smoking anywhere on this aircraft is illegal and punishable by law. All toilets are fitted with smoke detectors. If oxygen is required, masks will appear from above you. Pulling the mask towards you starts the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally. Attend to yourself first and then help others.
So there we are with the little safety thing. Quite good. Oh, it's back again. Anyway, while that's talking, I'm going to start the engine 2 now. Engine 1 on the left wing. And that's the wing that we're going to be looking at. So, aircraft, we're going to want the left wing forward so we can have a look at the engine. But we go for this wing view because it is the side that the airport's going to be on when we're departing, so we're just going to go for that one. And what we'll also do is just go to the tail cam because we want to depart off here, so I'm thinking just a straight left. and get on to Bravo.
To remind yourself of the safety aspects of this aircraft,
Maybe.
please read the safety cards on your seat pockets. During the flight, we recommend you spend a few minutes each hour doing some simple in-seat exercises that will encourage healthy blood circulation.
I've never flew an Emirates in real life, so I don't know if this safety notice is real or not, if it's like realistic. I have no idea.
With Emirates.
Who knows? Well, people that fly in Emirates know. So we're almost ready to go. So close. I got told off for letting go of that. What we'll do is we'll set the flaps. Flaps 1, flaps 5. Release your parking brake immediately. Okay. Right, okay, so we're gonna go now. Config flaps. What? I only gave it a tiny bit of throttle. Why did it tell me to config my flaps? Anyway, ignore the Boeing, it's weird. We've got 4 minutes to taxi to the runway. Could be on time here. If not, it doesn't matter if we're a couple of minutes late. Who really cares? I think it's a bit weird how they load the luggage after they load the passengers on GSX. I think that could be something that they could change, because in real life they obviously load the baggage before the passengers. So we're just going to do a straight 180 and get onto this taxiway over here. And here's some more Emirates stuff for you to listen to. Right. The only problem with using one of these.
Information, communications, and entertainment. Choose from over
But what we're going to do is taxi down here. This is on Juliet. And we're just going to follow it right the way around on to Kilo.
the most amazing collection of music in the air. Pick up the ice guide and start exploring. Keep up to date with the live news and sport headlines updated throughout the flight. Look at the information section of ICE to discover more about Emirates and our home, Dubai. You can also track the progress of
There's the dog again.
air show channels.
And what we're going to do is we're going to taxi all the way down to Kilo 18, so we're just going to go right the way to the very end of the airfield. Get on to 30 left, or 30 left. Taxiing left here onto, we're going to go onto Kilo, and follow Kilo all the way down. So it's going to be the second right that we're going to take.
Emirates in-flight duty-free offers luxury gifts and international brands. Go to channel 9200 on ICE to see what you can buy on today's flight. After the flight,
Oh,
go
please be quiet, dog.
visit emirateshighstreet.com and choose from hundreds of exciting products.
Just going to change the head and select to 30.
Skywards, Emirates frequent flyer program makes travel more rewarding. If you're not already a member, join online at skywards.com and earn miles for today's flight. Skywards miles can be used for free flights, upgrades, and much, much more.
So here's the first right, which would take us onto Zulu.
Help improve the lives of children in
And then
need
we're
by
going to take
donating to the
this
Emirates
second
Airline
right,
Foundation, using the envelopes on board.
which apparently takes us on to Zulu, but it doesn't, it takes us on to Kilo.
Now sit back, relax,
Just brake a little bit, swing the nose around. Probably left that a bit too far, but oh well. Now we're taxiing down Kilo, all the way to the end. To Kilo 18, so we've got 10 more slips to go. We just have a look at the tail cam. Here we are taxiing. I don't know if there's any other aircraft around us. Doesn't look like anyone's following. I can't see anyone up there either, but there will be other people. Now that woman's being quiet as well, which is nice. Everything's good up and near the top. As we take, or as we get onto the runway, we'll turn off the APU. I probably should turn that off before, but I don't want to. In fact, my engines are running now. I'll just turn that off. We are taxiing very fast. 41 knots. I know, be quiet. But we want to get down as quick as we can, get up in the air really, so I don't really care. You guys know from my videos I don't really take stuff seriously. If you're in my streams, you definitely know I don't take stuff seriously. But sometimes we like to do some stuff normal-ish. Just taxiing past Kilo 13 and 14 now. Only a little bit more to go, and then we will be up in the air. Fingers crossed. I guess we should just do a quick little check to make sure everything works. So, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral. And we know the rudder works because we've turned left and right. We should be coming up to Kilo 15A now. Or Kilo 15. One of them. We're going to, in fact, we're going to go to Kilo 16, not 18. So the next left we're going to take. Give it a little bit of break just to slow us down. Kilo 16. Let the line just roll past the window. Give it a turn. Turned a bit too quickly there. There we go. Okay, we're just going to turn the inbound lights on, not the outbound lights, because it's daytime, so we don't need all of them on. Nice lineup, and let's 50%. Toga. And what we'll do is reset the clock. We were 16 minutes. I'm not on the taxiway. I don't know why it says that for here. 16 minutes, so we were 1 minute slow. Well, Toga didn't work, did it? There we go. Kick back in. Bit weird on the power there. V1. Rotate. Nice and gently. There we go. Was it climb? Gear up. Climbing nicely. And we'll turn the autopilot on now, just so that we can have a quick look across to the left. Look at that. Lovely. Flaps 1. And now we're on our way on the 7-hour and 5-minute flight to Newcastle. Should be a good flight. We've got about an hour of water in front of us, and then it's all land. I'll actually show you the flight right now if you want. So if we have a quick look on the screen, it made it bigger, I don't know why. So we're taking off from Dubai. Oh, in fact, we haven't got an hour of water. We're going straight into Iran, so we missed Syria and Iraq. Over the northeast of Turkey, then we're flying over Moldova, Poland, Germany, up over Denmark, a little bit of Denmark, down into Newcastle. At Newcastle, we are going to be, what runway we're landing on at Newcastle? It'll tell us here. We're landing at 07 at Newcastle. So there you go. You know the flight. So now, what we're going to do is kick into some just nice cinematics of the aircraft taking off and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll speak to you when we're next, when we're just about to start our descent, planning in our arrival. See ya in a bit. Okay guys, so we have started descending. I must apologise because I've totally forgot to record the arrival planning, which was a bit of a dopey thing for me to do. We're descending down to 3,000 feet. I can't believe I actually forgot to record the flight plan, but we are basically just flying straight in. It is that simple. Onto runway 07, I believe it is. It's something like 07 anyway. In fact, we can have a look. Yeah, it's 07. So we're just cruising down now. A quick look outside. You'll see we're flying over the wind farms and stuff. Just cruising down in the Emirates. Over, well, I don't know where we are actually. I guess this is like Bristol or somewhere like that. I'm not too sure. No, it can't be Bristol. Where will this be? up north somewhere. Excuse me. So yeah, we're just going to continue our descent down now, and I'll meet you again when we're on finals. Okay guys, so welcome back. We are now approaching the runway. We're at 7,000 feet. We're just about to line up on the ILS. I hope. If this all goes to plan, we will anyway. We're still going quite fast. We need to try and slow down a little bit. But we're on the approach phase now anyway. We're just going to lower the speed down to around 153. Well, 151 will do me fine. Trying to get onto the glide as we turn for the left here. We've got some low level cloud which is making for a really fun approach by the looks of it. This is going to be fun. Looks awesome though, doesn't it? Do you think? It's going to be nice descending through this cloud. There's the tiny bit of lag that we're going to get for when loading in the airport. You can see we got the motorway off to our left. I'm not sure what motorway that is. Don't ask. We are at flaps 1 already. Seatbelts are on. Auto-brake is set to 2. We're going to be doing a flaps. I don't even know what flaps landing, but it's going to be a flaps landing. We're going pretty quick still. Hopefully we're going to slow down now we're on the glide. Let's just go to flaps 5 to see if we can slow down a little bit more. I know it's a bit too fast for it, but we want to try and slow down. This is the hopefully our descent starts to bring us back up now because we're level with the glide, and we should make a left hand turn any minute. I'm on speed, please drop. There we go. So now we're on the glide. Hopefully the speed is going to drop now. You can just see the traffic through the clouds. That looks pretty awesome. Lower the speed down a tiny bit more. There's the runway lights. You can just see. We're slowing down nicely now anyway. So we'll go gear down when we reach the F107, or FI07, sorry. That's when we'll go geared down. It'll be about 7 nautical out, not 10 nautical out, something like that. Okay, gear down. Let's go to flaps 10, or flaps 15, I should say. We are flaring quite a bit. Let's go to flaps 20, flaps 25. Hopefully this will bring the nose down a little bit now. There we go. Speed brake extended. Okay, speed brake is armed. This side wind we've got a 23 knot side wind. Wow. Keeping the speed around there, we'll stay at flaps 25 for this land. In fact, can we slow it down a little bit more? Let's go flaps 30. We'll just go full flaps landing. Hopefully we'll slow down a little bit. This wind is crazy. .20 knot crosswind. What is going on here? lined up nicely anyway. What the hell was that? Okay, taking manual control. Let's try and keep this as in line as we possibly can. There's a road right at the end of the runway there. We're a bit high. What is that airplane doing? Is he pulling onto the runway? Oh my god. ATC traffic, what the hell? We're not going to touch him, so that's fine. That's a bit scary. Retard. Well, there we are. Down. Reverse screen. $60 knots. And we'll take this taxiway exit just here. There we go. Welcome to Newcastle. So we're just now looking for the stands and everything where we can park up on Navigraph. A little bit of lag again there. Where it looks like we're going to probably go for like 10 if we can get it. Too small, too small, too small. Occupied. They're all small or occupied. Well, where do they park these things then? Do we just have to go to parking? They're all too small. Well, this is a fail, isn't it? Well, this is a real flight, but apparently all of the gates are too small. We'll just go, should we pick just like... We'll go for 5, I think. Is gate 5 small? Gate 9's medium. We'll go for gate 9 then, because, I mean, we're not going to get any of the parking people, which is a bit frustrating. But oh well. And we can start the APU as well. It's rather frustrating the way that we haven't got a place to park. The joys. Oh well. Shit happens. I shouldn't really swear on here, but I don't care. We're still making this into a video, even though we haven't got somewhere to park. We will pull up though. We're just going to have to stop for this aeroplane. Don't know what it is. A GIR jet. Right. There's stand 9 just there. Ah, there's plenty of room. I don't know why they say this. It's probably because of the plane next to us. But oh well. It's dreadful parking. Oh. How much further do you want me to go? I'm going to crash into you in a minute. Okay, I'm just going to stop here because, like, I'm going to be crashing through the building in a minute, bro. Engine shutdown. I can't request it boarding or anything, can I? Because the ground is too small. Well, then, disappointing at that. Control J. See, the jet bridge still works. Don't know what's going on with the ground. But everyone, welcome to Newcastle, one of the smallest airports in the world. I have no idea why Emirates fly here. It is tiny. But for those of you that probably, it's easy to believe me, you just have a look up on the, just type in the flight number and you can see that they do it, but I'm going to show you anyway on FlightAware. UAE35. Just have a quick look. Emirates 35, Dubai to Newcastle. It is a real flight, but apparently GSX doesn't realise it. But anyway, that is going to be it then for this video. Unfortunately, we can't do board or anything like that. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I know I have. It's been a really smooth flight for us. 7 hours and 20 minutes. Good time to stop the clock. 7 hours 20 minutes. Around about an hour for you, hopefully, in sim time. But apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. And yeah. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.